So there's 10 scenes that you need to have in your virtual studio. And really it starts with 4 mission critical scenes. And I want to cover one of those today in this video. And you've seen me use it. And as soon as you understand the concepts that are happening here and a little bit of the psychology behind this, you'll understand why this scene positions you as an authority the moment you turn on your camera. I mean, the rapport is there, the credibility is there. You are the expert in the eyes of the audience, and it is the Zoom scene. It's this scene right here where you bring in your audience and you speak to your audience. Now, right now this is simulated, so I could do this video for you. But what you're going to find is I'll show you the way this scene is set up in terms of why it's so effective. And so what happens is a lot of times what you're used to doing is presenting from inside the wall. So now you're here down in one of the little tiny bottom boxes. You're trying to present, you're trying to get attention. No one can quite see you. And so what we need to do is we need to get you outside of the box, outside of the wall. And so what happens is by isolating Zoom on its own screen, we can then bring it in as its own element. So let me show you the physical setup first. The physical setup is the 2 primary monitors. We have this monitor here, which has our OBS software. And on this monitor here is where we keep Zoom. Zoom always stays on its own monitor. Can you do this off of one screen? I guess. But if you really want to make this happen, Zoom on your left monitor or your right monitor, but wherever you have it, on a second monitor. This could be a tablet. This could be, if you're on a Mac, this could be an iPad. It needs to be attached to the computer as a monitor, and Zoom will reside there. And what we're actually doing when we build this scene is we have our normal background that we've picked, logo if you want it, and if I turn this off just for a second, you'll see that I've left room. I'm down here in the lower left corner, leaving room above me to have the audience brought in. And so when I bring in that audience, I'm isolating them and putting them right here in primary position. You'll notice they're also behind me. And as they're behind me, I'm now outside the box. And you'll notice they're resting kind of right on my shoulders, kind of right. They're just behind me. I might be blocking one person out of this wall, but at least I'm connected to the source. See, this looks a little odd if I'm disconnected. So by bringing it in and having it just touching my shoulder, I'm connected to the audience. I still like my proportions here. Nothing wrong with that. And so now I have a scene where I can, if I wanted to pin, if I wanted to interview, if I wanted to touch base with the group, I can do all of this now through this one scene. This is your Zoom, your Microsoft Teams. It could be your the Cisco platform, WebEx. I think that's the name of it. Whatever it is, you now have the ability to connect with your audience from anywhere, any platform. You don't have to share a screen to do it. Nothing crazy. If you want to learn to do this, go to the site, get the book, follow this step by step. This is one of those key scenes that are included.